What? Y'all got y'all drink in here? Y'all ready? Because we about
Let me
to
give me a
set
drink.
up.
I'm
Hey,
still, I'm
Kiki.
literally still trying to process the new news.
Oh Lord, we got the new.
We
Okay,
got
go.
an hour ago news.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so Kiki, so
Uh-oh.
here's what we want to do, right? Here's what we want to do. You can do your thing. We're gonna turn it over to you. We need Miss Love to come in and throw the disclaimer. Everything is allegedly. We just here for fun, chilling. We ain't trying to. What's that other shit that Miss Love be saying about that?
Entertainment.
Entertainment purposes only. All right. So yeah. But anyway, Miss Love's working on her mic, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and get started because we know Kiki is a VIP and we ain't trying to hold her up all night, right? It's Friday. So Kiki, to kick it
Mhm.
off, tell us, so when, what, how, give us the deets.
All right, so I'm trying to think where I even want to start. What y'all want to know first?
We want to know. So okay, so here's what
Well,
I want to
first,
know.
yeah.
Here's what I here's what
Well,
I
we
want to
got
know.
questions, but first, let them know just why you're here. What is the purpose of the story? Cut and chase, not.
I want to promote my new song called "Why You Mad," but before I promote "Why You Mad," I'm here because
Y'all can get it on all download it on all streams. Okay, go ahead. Why
my
you mad?
husband slept with my best friend who was also married, and it's been nothing but a circus. Well, they the circus, they the clowns in the circus. We ain't in that circus. They the clowns.
Okay, so Kiki, so that's why we're here, y'all. So y'all got it. That's why we're here. Jump in the chat, like, share, subscribe, be here. Let's get these questions. Okay, so you said your best friend. Oh my God, that is like so tragic to me. Every time I think about it, I just want to tear up. So you said your best friend slept with your husband, okay, who the best friend was also married. So when did this happen? How did this find out? How long was y'all married? How long into the marriage was it? Give us the deets.
We were married for 13 years. I just divorced
What?
November 15th, 2023. I divorced, even though he telling everybody 2021, but
Oh, so the
carry on.
divorce is fresh. You just got the
Yeah.
divorce.
Yeah, best day of my
Okay.
life.
Okay, so 13 years, but then, okay, so how long was the girl your friend first? And then tell me how long into the marriage did she start into the friendship? Did she sleep with your man, girl?
She been my friend since maybe 2010. 2010. A week after I got married, I met her.
Oh, shit. Okay. And okay, so everybody's happily married. Was she married at the time?
Yes, she was married before
Okay.
I was.
Okay, so we got a couple dates. Okay, we got that. That makes sense. So how long into the marriage did she do this horrible thing? It's so terrible. I don't even want to say it, but go ahead.
I caught on to it and really, really caught it and could say that that's how that I was feeling like they were sleeping together in 2019. But she went to court and mentioned 2018. So
So that's about 8 years later. Now you guys are still in the same house and she's sleeping with your man.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it got real
Ooh,
bizarre after I found
child.
out.
And all you
Can
did
y'all
was
hear
sing
Well,
a
me now?
song. Yeah, we can
there
hear you,
you
Miss
go.
Love. Welcome, girl.
Hi, Miss Love. Welcome,
I had to
welcome.
hook up my digital camera to my computer because I don't know. I'm glad I brought it.
Well, we went ahead and kicked it off. So Kiki, so that question is so girl, I'm surprised all you made was a song. Okay, so go ahead and tell us. So about 8 or 9 years into the marriage, the 13-year marriage, okay, how'd you find out?
They just started to act weird, and one day I had caught him texting with her,
Ooh,
and I made it very clear that they didn't need to be talking, and they apologized, and she did all her crying and stuff, and it ain't what I think it is. She wanna take me to dinner and some more stuff, talking about she wouldn't do that to me. Listen, I started opening my eyes from that day forward. But it was just kind of crazy how after I caught him, now she was a shitty friend to me. She going around telling people that I was a bad friend to her, and she was good for what she was when she was. And I guess because she did so much good at first, I always thought that's who she was. But for real, when she starts showing her hand as a shitty person, that's who she was. So she mysteriously want to start being everywhere we're at,
with
everywhere,
or without her husband, with or without her husband.
with or without her husband.
Oh, it didn't matter.
It
Okay.
didn't matter. She wanted to come. But before we get there, we gotta talk about how she threw herself onto many of my male friends.
Oh.
So
Okay, before we
Okay,
go
male
there,
platonic friends. She was actually trying. If so, basically, if it was your friend, she wanted it. She wanted whatever you had, allegedly.
literally, she was caught talking to my cousin while she was married. This is in the beginning of our friendship. But the
Okay.
way she's a manipulator. So she told me she was just going through stuff and he was there to help her and all this stuff. Mind you, I had no idea about none of it. But he ended up showing me all the messages between them, and she was the aggressor. But she tried to flip it and tell me that it was him. So I let that pass and I forgave her for that because I'm thinking, okay, she happily married. This was a mistake. Then I get a call from my bro years later. He says, your friend BV, we're gonna call her BV because that's what I call her on TikTok. She she keeps texting me good morning every morning. I wake up to a text from her and she's married and I work with her husband and I'm not feeling that. So I call her and say, why are you doing this? Especially when, it was already a problem with you talking to my cousin before, years before. Oh, it ain't nothing. And who would send that? Why would you even send that to somebody and all that? I'm like, but why would you be doing that? Fast forward. While she's sleeping with my husband, she's texting every day with my male best friend. I happened to link with him while he came here to visit and caught it. So my husband, I didn't know he was sleeping with her. He ran back everything, everything. And then she blocked my male BFF. Anything that said around him, he was running everything back like a female. Everything. So she was able to like stay ahead of the game because he running his little DLs. I know y'all want to know what DLs is, right?
Well, tell us,
before
please.
we get into that though, I
Hold on.
want to
Let
know
let her tell her what
why did
DL
she,
is.
why when she was showing you the signs, what did you do? I mean, you didn't
She didn't.
check her.
It
You
wasn't. It wasn't.
didn't.
Yeah, but it wasn't like in plain sight like that. Like if you was around, you wouldn't know because she literally hung around me and faked to be my best friend. Like you wouldn't even know. Like it's more than me that was shocked. Like everybody around me was shocked. Like what the hell? Especially when she has her own husband. My husband, he did things for me, but he wasn't like the breadwinner or he wasn't like a spectacular person. He was when I thought he was, but even now when I'm finding stuff out, it's like I don't know what was a lie and what was real. But her husband made all the money. He had a good job, did good things for her. So why are you out here on the prowl like this? So now you done traded in yo 6-figure man for a 2-figure man. Like
So, Kiki, as okay, so as you mentioned just that, why do you think that was? So, as your best friend, so say when she was with your cousin or talking or back and forth to your cousin. So did she ever say why she wasn't, did she give any indication that she wasn't, oh no, we know she wasn't happy with her husband, but did she say why? Because why, if you're saying her husband had all that going on, but yours, okay, is where he's at, then why switch up?
I'm
What's the
learning
deal?
she's just a promiscuous person. It seems like an addiction for her. Like she just can't stop cheating and fucking anybody, I guess. Cause literally
Um,
she's cheated on my husband, my ex-husband.
oh wow.
So while he thought
Okay.
he was using me on Thanksgiving with his feet all kicked up in my living room, eating dressing and chicken and stuff, she's somewhere getting her knees dirty.
Whoa. Okay.
All
Okay.
right, all
Okay.
right.
So you
What's the
found
down?
out. So
What's
you
the
found out
DL?
about. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Candy.
Well, I said, all right, all right. Well, what's the DL?
What DL mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
His dick lickers.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Not what I thought.
Oh
All right.
God.
We have learned today. You're going to learn today.
Wait a
Okay.
minute, DL is what?
You heard her, girl.
He be running his
Miss
mouth
Love.
too much. His dick
Miss
lickers. Like I
Love,
said,
you
that's what my
heard her.
mama. People run their mouth. That's what my mama say.
Dick lickers. Hey, hey, hey. All
Okay.
right. So you found out 8 years in, you're still with your husband, right? Now what? Tell
hmm
us some more, Kiki.
Well, see, other stuff had happened too. Like he's a thief. Like he stole so much money from me. Like I never even really. He got a charming personality. Like if you were to know him, you would never think that this is him. Like there's no way for you to detect it because he lied and played his game so well. Like when I met him, he told me so much bad stuff about his family. and he had to get away from them, and they were taking all his money. Little did I know, later on in life, he was gonna be telling the same stories about me.
Right, but so you after you found out that they were fucking, okay, sorry. Can we say we can say fucking,
I
Miss
didn't
Love, right?
fully find all this out until I moved into my own place. They started getting caught. Like her husband caught them at a hotel.
Oh, so you
Mind
didn't
you,
really
before I
find
even
out when y'all was together.
not really. It wasn't like in plain sight like that.
Oh, okay,
I
that's
had
what I
my
was.
suspicions, but I needed ocular proof. And even when I'm talking to my brother about it, he like, how you know? And we don't got no ocular proof and all this. But women know. And then like, it's not even about him. She don't care nothing about him. It's about her hate for me, her hate and envy for me. She tried to take my friends. We fell out and she started calling my friends trying to hang out. Even hit up some of my friends and family talking about thanks for not turning your back on me, trying to say that none of it's true. They told the whole world that it's not true. None of it is true, and I'm lying.
But they're together now, right?
They live together in a fried house that they finna go do some time about.
What? Girl, what you say? What are you what the what? Wait a
They
minute, that
live
was a that was
together.
a that was a that was a mouthful. They're living in a what house?
A fraud house.
A fraud. How is house a fraud? They got it
So
fraudulently,
got it
allegedly.
fraudulently. Done took somebody's
Allegedly.
identity. Allegedly, but I'll be posting that mugshot. So
Oh,
it's
girl.
it's a lot to unpack here, and it's like all over the place.
So why do you think she has so much hatred for you? Do you think it's hatred, or do you think she's jealous, or
It's envy. Like a lot of people love me and stuff, and then like I don't know. I just, some people have it and some people don't. And I'm just like a kind person and everybody has love for me. And she don't like the way people love me. She was always hating, whether it be my clothes, my hair, the car I drive. She used to talk about him, how much her husband was so much better than him. And I mean, it's true, but I mean, you get what you get now. You can't throw a fit.
Wow.
So they are together now. Do
Yeah,
they have
secretly.
how long have they been together?
I moved in 2020. They've been sneaking. He got evicted in 2022 and still tried to keep pretending like he lived in this apartment. He didn't live in that apartment anymore. He moved in with her at the end of 22. I say October. So,
Girl.
so then she gets evicted, and then they go get this fraud house because they can't get nothing in their name.
That- Okay, we're gonna move on from the fraud house because I don't even know what to say after that. Now I'm lost for words, and I know I'm not usually lost for words. But okay, so they're together. Do they have kids?
She got a 21-year-old, 18-year-old, and a 15-year-old, and I got a 7-year-old.
Oh, so you got okay, okay. How's the co-parenting going?
Oh no, ain't no co-parenting around here.
Oh, no co-parenting. Okay.
No, I had to cut him off because he started doing things like taking her around them and like leaving her there while her and him go have sex or whatever they gonna do. And then when my child tells me that, he dropped her off over there or something, he grill her and go back and forth with her and argue with her, telling her she's not telling the truth. Whole time she's telling the truth. So he came over and he showed her a picture of the ex-friend and her daughter. Now, this is traumatizing for my child already because she used to be at their house every week, and them kids really loved each other. I ain't gonna say for my daughter, for all these kids, this was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So you come to my home disrespected, showing her a picture of them, of some people she can't even be around. But furthermore, you're not even supposed to be with this woman, and you steady keep lying about it. So when she tells me about it, she's all hysterical and he leaves. So as soon as he left and she told me, I called him and he argued with her and said she was not telling the truth. So another thing he did was he took her to a restaurant with them, and she told me everything all the way down to the meal she had, to the drink she had. And he grilled her and told her she wasn't telling the truth. He's left her in the house by herself. And every time I bring it up to him, he got 10 new bizarre stories how he didn't leave her in the house and all that. But I got the original messages of him saying, well, I left her there, but I texted you and told you. And I was like, well, no, you didn't tell me. You told me something about some chicken. Like something is off upstairs.
So
I
then,
see.
so there's no co-parenting right now,
Nope.
but the divorce is final.
Yep. Yep. Every time
Okay.
it was his time to call her, he got 10 reasons why he can't call. My phone broke. And then she'll post a picture and you can see his reflection clearly in the phone. So he out with her so he can't call his child. Like it was just beginning to be too much. And it's too much for her mental. Like she still relives it to this day. And she'll just randomly say, he got no business over there with her. And like to me, it's better for me to cut him off to hurt her that way than to have somebody running in and out of her life, hurting her and playing with her mental.
Okay. Yeah, I totally agree. The kids have to be number one. This is
Yeah.
just a whole. Whew. Okay, so you're divorced. They are living together. Um, is there a relationship with your friend and her ex-husband?
Oh, he deals with his kids. He don't deal with her, and she wants his attention so bad, y'all. It's the funniest thing ever. She'll sit now. She's with this bozo, and she'll sit on Facebook and speak about her ex all day, trying to make it like he's just a horrible person because he's getting ready to get married again. So she want to sell the dream that he's not a good husband, this and that. Girl, that's it, whatever it is. It's your experience because we clearly know you're not a good wife. So why are we even still talking about this when you got this nigga over here that was my husband and he ain't a good husband? Y'all, she be having me tickled over here because what she posted today, or was it yesterday? It was just so funny because everything she described in what she posted, you laying up with somebody that you described, but you said you don't want that type of husband.
And so when you say posted, you're talking about Facebook posts, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, okay. Are you guys so you guys are in touch otherwise or not in
Uh-uh.
touch? No, but
Nope,
okay.
nope, nope.
Okay, okay.
Does he call and check on his daughter?
Well, see, when he couldn't call for all these miraculous reasons, I told him I was done answering, and I don't even answer the phone. He went to her school today, and he keeps trying to say he can go to her school, but he's under supervised visits, and it does say he can go to the school, but it also says if he's not in modified visits. So he has modified visits, and he's not following the order. So I'm finna push for that too.
Hi, Miss Lynn. How are you? So, Kiki, can you tell us a little bit
Hello,
more
Miss Lynn.
about
Hey, Miss Lynn.
after you confirmed, that they were sleeping together, or I guess my question is, was there a time period from when you confirmed before them actually moving in together and it was obvious? And if so, what was that period like?
No, see, because when I found the note, so I was he literally got on at the same job as her husband. And he ended up getting fired from the last job. I didn't know that he wrote fake doctor's notes and got fired from there. He couldn't even come up with a good reason why he got fired from there. So I asked him, like, okay, so your half of everything, is it okay? Is it covered or do I need to help you? Oh, I got enough money to do all this. That man stole my debit card and paid everything in the house without me knowing. So,
What?
including his car note. Yeah. So,
What?
yeah. So I get so upset and we get into it. So, because I confront him when I pick him up from work, because his car broke down, but he's the type of person, if the car break, he ain't finna fix it. Like, he's not responsible. So the car just sitting, and he goes, well, I'm gonna stay at their house because I gotta get to work, and you gotta get to work too. And I was like, nah, it's other ways for you to get there, like Uber, all this. So we get into it. He wants to stay over there. So when I confront him about the money, he hop out the car and he starts walking, right? So I'm gonna let you walk if that's what you're gonna do. He calls her husband, tells him to pick him up. He picks him up. He crying and stuff, telling him I put him out. I put him out the house and he has nowhere else to go.
Wow.
So he lets him stay at his house. Here's the kicker, y'all. I tell him it ain't cool to stay at their house. He still does it. So I make up my mind I'm moving. This man driving her husband's car, driving his car to work because they on opposite shifts, eating his food in his house. He paid his phone bill up because he didn't have a cell phone because he didn't pay the bill, but he told them that I cut the phone off. He didn't pay his bill. So he paid his phone bill up, put money in his pocket for him to eat.
All with your money?
That's what her husband did for
For
him.
her. Oh,
Yes.
got it. Got it. Got it. Have
Yes.
you had an opportunity, or has there been an opportunity where you've actually been able to talk to this young lady face to face, one on one?
No, she been avoiding me. She been
Huh.
avoiding me for years already. And I don't even want to talk about it. I ain't gonna see her. She ain't gonna be no, she can't afford to be where I be.
Wow. That's just
So
crazy.
she blocked you on the phone?
She blocked. Listen, when I first started catching on, she went through her whole household and blocked me from the kids' phone and her husband's phone.
Uh,
Have the two husbands met at all? Do you know? Like, have they had a one-on-one?
Oh no,
I
he
just
got
need some
animosity
people to
for
have a one-on-one because this is
nah,
some crazy
nah.
ass
That ain't
shit.
gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. And then he telling people he gonna fight him when he see him, like he the one that slept with his wife or something.
So your
right.
ex is telling people they're gonna that he's gonna fight her ex.
Yep, got animosity for him, not even knowing that the girl he
It
with.
sounds like this girl did you a favor. You should
She
probably send her a
did.
card.
Hey, listen, she did. But the crazy part is she want to be with her ex-husband. You know how, okay, so they going around both of them because he's a messy bottom, okay? So I done heard him with my own ears. Going around telling people that his new fiance was a side chick and all this. Lo and behold, this chick was a side chick to me, but y'all talking about her. He didn't even meet this woman until after the situation. You know, after we already in the thick of this situation, but y'all telling people they've been together since 2016, 2017. Like, she has a daughter the same age as mine. She has a previous husband and a daughter. How was she with him and she was pregnant over here living her life with her family? So that's the story they telling, as if it makes them look any better. She didn't even get to meet her and be like, okay, this who my kids gonna be around or nothing. The problem is she was telling him she a high value woman and he can't get no better than her and all of this stuff, right? A high value hoe. That's what I was thinking, but he moved on. He
I ain't
moved
gonna lie,
on.
Kiki. I kind of thought that too. No, I'm just kidding.
I ain't even
Allegedly.
gonna even say high
Scratch that,
value.
Miss Love. Scratch that.
She ain't getting paid for what she do. She just throw it around. So the crazy part is she really want her husband back. So she been keeping hell up. She literally been telling these kids all kind of stuff. She told the kids that the new fiance killed her own daddy. That's why her house paid for. She makes up all kind of lies about me. She talks about them about to them about their daddy, making up lies. So in this situation, they've brainwashed her kids, but they've only really gotten through to one that really believes her and listens, just one of them. So he over there helping brainwash this man's kids and talking about, oh, I'm closer to her son than he is. How is that a flex when you ain't even barely doing for yours? So now he got this new running thing. He tells me this week that I'm telling everybody he a deadbeat. I said, what comes out of my mouth is I tell everybody I cut you off. But if we gonna be real about it, you are a deadbeat. Cause why do you gotta put other people before my child and then come back when you feel like it and now it's cool. But if child support don't take it automatically, he don't even pay nothing for her here and there.
So so you do have a child support order that he's taking care of the baby.
I got about one
Financially.
more check left because I went up to his job today to see if this phone he been calling from is the work phone like he say. It ain't a
Wait a
work
minute,
phone.
Kiki. You said you pulled up to the job today?
I pulls up to the job today because he went to my child's school and I keep telling him stop
Oh.
going to her school. So I'm finna go get him straight.
So what was you gonna do? It? Did you see him?
He don't even work there no more. He just got fired.
Oh, you said he got
Oh,
fired. This is the
wow.
one he got fired from. So he don't have no job.
He might have got one somewhere else. I don't know, but what it seemed like to me is he got fired because he got fired for telling them that his grandpa died. Now they ain't tell me that, but I can read between lines. I'm smart. Like the things that was said to me, you could tell they
What
couldn't really tell me much. So
is that the
you,
new information that you said you had to happen
yes,
today?
yes, that's bizarre. So you don't even
That
work
is
here,
bizarre.
but I believe he told her goofy ass that I got him fired because he was telling folks I got him fired from General Motors and all this, and the whole time this man is writing fake doctor's notes to hang with her. Same reason why he lost Dr. Pepper.
Oh Lord,
Well,
we done put.
is this your first time going to the job?
Yeah, yeah. Listen, I don't be bothering them people. They really just won't leave us alone. And what for real is
What
her.
are some of the things that she's doing that they're doing to you guys? You and your baby. I'm assuming you mean by us.
Okay, so she was posting his arm, sending it to me from fake pages.
Posting his what?
She'll post his arm and send it from a fake page.
His
She'll
arm.
put some J's on her nails. She'll do all this stuff and she wants me to see it. So she'll get it to me. And then he catches the
How is
wrath.
she sending it through text message?
I got so many fake pages in my inbox.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, so she'll inbox them to you under a fake page.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Okay.
yeah.
Wow, that is
She went to the
crazy.
hair store one day and got a J necklace. Like Like the crazy part about this is, she gotta be slow because he ain't no flex. Like this man is literally everybody that has came forward in his life that grew up with him and all that. They told me that he was so much of a liar that he been doing this his whole life since he was a kid, just randomly making up stuff, randomly make up conversations. I had no idea. I really didn't. So he was telling everybody I caused him to lose his job. Untrue. When I say I literally been a cool sport at this, I really haven't bothered these people the way I could have. I haven't because my focus be my music and my daughter, and honestly, they making me rich. So keep doing what you do because they are baroque. Okay, you ever seen somebody travel on air? That's them. Ain't nothing but air and lint in their pockets.
She
Okay, so
said
Kiki,
air and lint.
so the divorce is final November 23rd. So we're here, they're together. So did he give you like a hard time with the divorce? Did he fight you? I mean, it sounds like you're doing your stuff and he's not. So did he try to fight you on anything in the divorce or just let you have it?
This dude is so slow. First off, when I moved into my own apartment, everything in our house, we had a big house at first. It couldn't fit in my apartment that was everything that was me and my child's. So we left it there, and then he ended up getting him an apartment, right? Because the house was in his name when I left it. So he started getting eviction notices for this house, and I came across one. He told these people that he had lung cancer, so he couldn't go to the court for the eviction. So he had been telling me he went to the doctor and he has cancer spots. He got cancer. So every time I say let me see a doctor's notes, he gets all upset because mind you, he had a stroke. I saved his life.
What?
He had a stroke in 2019 before I moved. I moved the beginning of 2020.
And how'd you tell us about that?
He
How did you
co-
save his life?
he come home from work and he's slurring his words and stuff. And I think he ain't even go to work. I think he had been out with her because when he's slurring his
Oh
words, he's telling
Lord.
me, he says, I seen her driving real fast down the street and I seen her friend driving behind her too. And she called my phone and asked me stuff about General Motors and how to get in the gates because I think she caught him cheating and all this stuff. And my first thought was, well, why would she ever call you? That didn't make sense.
Right.
But he's slurring his words, and I'm like, something wrong with you. You need to go to the hospital. So he goes to the hospital, and they tell him he's having a seizure or something. They give him the wrong medicine. This is how dumb he is, because I would have sued them. He goes to the hospital. They give him seizure medicine. He lays in the bed, having strokes. So the next day comes, and he don't really feel too much better. He stands up, and he falls out right in front of me. So I
Oh
ended up,
no.
yes, he was having a stroke. I ended up having to drag him into the car because he's like, don't call 911 and all this stuff. So I'm like, all right. So I drag him in the car. He was heavy. And then I get my kid, I put her in the car. We racing. I'm not from Texas and I've never had to go to the hospital. So I couldn't find a hospital to save my life. So I just randomly ran into a hospital. And we get him in there and it happens to be a good hospital. They said the number one here for strokes and heart attacks. They could not find out why he was having strokes. So he had to stay. Well, if she was my friend, she probably would have been like, let me get the baby for you. I know this is a lot. So I'm dealing with this 2-year-old running around the hospital. She's getting antsy. She's not happy about being there. So I ended up having to leave him. So around like maybe midnight, we left. And I was like, okay, we'll be back really early. Let me let her go home and unwind and stuff. So I get a call as soon as I get in my driveway. And I answer, it's him, but he's just heavy breathing. And I knew right then and there it was a stroke. So I hang up, I call the nurse line, and I go back up there. He was having a stroke. They passed me his phone. When they passed me the phone, I see Snapchat. I don't know what nothing says, but I seen a message go to her that said, wish you was here. So I don't know what they were talking about prior to that because we know Snapchat, when it closes out, you can't see it anymore. So I
Yeah.
called it right away. I said, why the fuck are y'all on Snapchat? So when they giving him medicine and stuff, he trying to talk. He talking about, no, 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 I was sending that to you. I said, no, the fuck you wasn't. I was just here. You're not sending that to me. So she talking, but I don't know. I don't talk to him on Snapchat and all this. I said, look, bitch, I'll let this nigga die right here on this table. I said, some ain't adding up. 1 + 1 is 2, and this ain't it. So, they do all that and the doctor's in there or whatever. So I hang up the phone. From that point forward, I got animosity for her. So she's texting me the whole time, like, oh, it's nothing, it's that. It's like 2 in the morning. So she gets to we was all supposed to go on a trip for her birthday. Her friends, her husband,
Mhm.
and they husbands and me and him. But of course we don't make it because he having a stroke. So she goes on this trip. She's texting me the whole time, keep me updated and all this stuff. But when she's texting me, she like, what's going on now? I'm like, well, we're just waiting because they can't stop the strokes. They was like random baby strokes. So she like, if that was my husband, we'll be going to another hospital. So I cussed her the fuck out. Listen, motherfucker, the problem is it's not your husband. And if I leave here, we're going to have to start from scratch to try to
Now,
figure
do
out
you
why.
think they would by the time that he's having his stroke? Do you think they were actually sleeping together then?
I
While she's
think so.
talking to you,
I
you think
ain't
so?
no, I don't doubt it. I don't.
Had you seen any indication though? Had you seen
Mm-mm.
physical? So you hadn't seen any indication before while this was she was still
Nope.
just talking to you as a friend. This is what I
Mm-hmm.
would do if it was my husband.
The
Okay.
Snapchat was kind of an
No,
eye.
yeah, the snap
Yeah.
was
This
saying,
the Snapchat,
"I
yeah, you
wish
gotta
you were
remember though,
here."
that just happened. And it's on my mind now, you know?
Oh
So
yeah.
she trying to play it up. You know, it's a lot going on because I end up calling his sister. She comes there and she trying to be the wife herself. The doctor came to me like, the nurse came to me like, she said she's his sister, but she's not his wife, and she keeps asking us these questions, and I can't give the information to her. I said, well, damn, I'm already updating her. He gets upset talking about his sister don't need to be there because she never visited before, don't come when she think he dying, and all of this stuff, right? So I'm like, okay, whatever. My mama came down. My mama said, I'm coming to get, the baby. So my mama comes. She never goes to the hospital. She just gets the baby. So mind you, his sister there, she don't even offer to go off with the baby, like none of that. So my sis, my friend Lauren, she called like it's a lot. So before my mama got there, she came and got her when I went back up there at like 2 in the morning to, because he was having a stroke. Oh girl ain't offered to get the kid not once to make things lighter. So she goes out of town or whatever. And when I cuss her out, I don't hear from her no more. Couldn't find out. I didn't find out this till last year. She literally texting him. He texting her the whole time. He in the hospital while she
What?
on this trip
Girl.
with her husband.
Wow.
Mm.
So I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Like, I'm really a good-hearted person, all this stuff, but if I had the details I got today back then, he wouldn't even made it to the hospital. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I left him right there on that floor. I'm not even gonna front with y'all.
Allegedly.
Mm.
Kiki, say allegedly. No, I'm just kidding.
Now they can sue me all they want. I got evidence for days. So
So what else are they or so are they leaving are they bothering you? Are they leaving you alone? Or it's just what are they doing? Anything
listen, it's
crazy?
the same thing for the internet games with her, but the difference is now I done start firing back.
And how's she doing with that? Oh, we lost Kiki.
Oh, let me bring her back. She fell down. Here she is. Can you
Okay,
hear us,
sorry about
Kiki?
that, Kiki.
Yeah, I can hear y'all. Could y'all
Okay,
hear me?
good. So you were saying um
She plays
how
internet games still. Like this is why I know as a woman, she don't care about him. Everything we have found out and have cracked this case wide open was because of her. Literally her. Like it's like she throw this nigga under the bus purposely or something.
well if it's like you said, maybe she doesn't even really she this is what she do, right? It sounds like it, if there's always several,
So
allegedly.
when you found out that they were texting each other, they were doing all this stuff, she never apologized.
She did. She took me to eat. So check this out. She say it's not that, and she wants to cry about it and all this. But if you knew her and was around her, you wouldn't think that this is the type of malicious bitch she is. She really got a persona she fakes with real heavy.
So
I'm
but
watching her do it to other people right now.
if your text messages, so with the text messages, I know that the text message that you saw, she took you out to eat after you read them. Were they explicit enough to where there was no doubt, or
I
was,
didn't I didn't see nothing but wish you were here. And remember, he pleaded in the case.
oh,
Oh,
wish you
that
were
was you.
here?
So I didn't still
Yeah,
didn't grab on to like no ocular proof. To me today probably would have sat on it and like text her back. Like it was on
right.
Snapchat, so everything was deleted.
Yeah.
So he gets out the hospital. I gotta help him build his strength. I gotta take him outside, help him walk, and all this stuff. And this by the time like my mama stayed for maybe a week, and she left or whatever. Even when he got out the hospital, though, we stayed at the hospital for like a week. He kept asking to be discharged because how what they said was like it was some fluid in the bottom of his back or something, and
So do
I
you
watched them
think the
drain it.
drugs were a tribute to getting a hold of some bad ussy?
I think the stroke happened because he
Wait a
ain't
minute.
living
What's
right.
Ussy, Miss Love? Miss Love, what's Ussy?
Oh God,
Miss Love, are
Lee.
you Miss Love? What's Ussy? That's another one of your words. Okay, go ahead, Kiki.
He got
He
a
was doing
hotel
something to have a stroke. I know
popping
that.
earthy.
So
He
maybe the
definitely
Ussy
stroked out.
wasn't good. The
I
Ussy
don't know. I
wasn't
know it's
good.
been passed around. So
Ooh,
so so he wanted to
allegedly.
go home, right? And his sister's still there, and he's all upset because she don't want to sleep at our house and all this stuff. Whatever between the two. So he tells me like, I'll be all right. You should go to this concert that you was planning on going with your friends. I think it was like maybe the Scream tour or something. And I was like, nah, it's okay. He like, nah, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. My sister here too, and your mama here to watch, the baby. So I ended up going to the concert as I was already planning to do. So literally, I leave and I come back, and this, hold on, y'all. Yeah, yeah. Okay, whatever.
Hmm.
Can you have a waffle instead of a popsicle? Well, that's a reach. What's this? Take it with you. Take it back outside with you. What is it? Play-Doh. Take the popsicles for you and your friends and go. I want a waffle. No, you eat a waffle later.
Oh, it's warm enough in Texas to play outside. Look at
Oh yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. It's
Don't
like
think
17
you
degrees.
know I didn't miss that, right, Candy? It's warm enough in Texas for her
she gonna
kids to. We in
she
the
gonna treat
wintertime
all the
still.
kids.
Yeah,
Ugh.
one of her friends outside got on shorts.
Wow.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, so dang, she throwing me off.
The
So
lunch. How did the lunch
look,
go?
we get back and she goes, y'all didn't get to make it to my birthday trip. We should redo the trip. And I'm like, redo the trip? This nigga just had a stroke. So they like, yeah, we can redo the trip and all this stuff, right? So we go on this trip. Just four of us. So on the trip everything was cool, but I'm one of them people that I keep gathering stuff until I get my full ocular proof. So I'm paying close attention. Now we done been out of town with them several times, and you've never came to our hotel room, our room. So she
Mm.
keeps coming down to our room, right? And I'm like, well, why would she be coming to our
Hey,
room,
Latoya.
trying to check on us and all this stuff, right? So I pay attention to that part. So the trip was cool. We having a cool time. We end up going to this bar maybe the last night. She uh she is a chameleon, so she blends in with anybody. So this white lady was dancing with us all night or whatever. So the guy's just sitting there smoking hookah and stuff. So we go sit down, and I guess she wants to go to the bathroom, so she passes her phone to her husband, right? So I never went to the bathroom with her or even paid attention to what was going on, but she went to the bar when she came back, and the white lady came over to me like, oh, your friend is crying at the bar. And I'm like, okay. I don't know why. I got up and went over there, and she's, oh, he's just being insecure, and he went through my phone and all this stuff, right?
What?
So I'm thinking like, okay. So I go back and sit down. Well, come to find out, she's texting the dude while we there, right? Put two and two together. Now the dude was him because
What?
Mm. Mm. Mm.
right
So
because
what?
me and him ended up getting into it because he said, yeah, he had went through her phone. And I guess she was texting somebody, like trying to play me stupid. And I'm like, well, how the fuck would you know? I ain't even said it to you yet. How do you know this? So
So
so we get back home, right? This is how God laid it out for me though.
Oh yes, go.
We get back home. I worked the day shift, he worked the night shift. And as long as we was doing those shifts in the same house, he was on time, everything to get his child every day while I work. So he started being weird. Like he called his cousin in Florida. He hadn't talked to his cousin and he barely talked to her. But she lives in Florida. So he books a trip without my consent, whatever, like knowing I gotta work. It just goes on a Thursday, like I don't work Friday, so I end up having to call in. He stays an extra day on this trip, but he's at an Airbnb on an extra day on this trip, but you're not at your cousin's house. You was at your cousin all weekend posting pictures, but mysteriously this one day you stay on a Monday like I don't work and you go to an Airbnb. So
so
Uh,
he
so
started
this.
doing stuff like telling me he wants to kill himself, he want to jump in the river
Mm.
and all this stuff, right?
Talk your shit,
Keisha,
Keish.
Latoya said, talk your shit,
Holla to you.
Keisha. Hey, girl. Hey, girl, talk your shit. Ha.
Keish,
So
Okay,
I just
sorry.
got one question and you can keep going. But when
okay.
when the husband saw that she was texting and she was at the bar crying, he never told you that she was texting your husband?
He didn't know. He don't know how to work social media, and they was on Snapchat. He doesn't know how to work social media for. He doesn't have it.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So another thing that Bubbles started saying to me was he called me today trying to get me to teach him to work Snapchat. He makes up stories and he
Who
lies.
is Bubbles?
I call him Bubbles because that's what she told her kids to call him in the phone
Oh, okay,
because
okay. I
yeah.
figured that. I just wanted you to, I just wanted to clear that up. Okay, so he called you today to learn how to work Snapchat because why?
He talking about I don't know, I guess he want to catch her. He would just say stupid stuff. And I'd be like, okay, like he volunteers stuff. That's another thing my friend said, because he got a history of calling my friends and making up all kind of lies to them. They said he volunteers the stuff. You don't have to ask him nothing, but it'd be all lies. So I think he was sizing me up to see what I knew, to see if he said something to me. So I ended up coming home from work early one day, and I checked the mail on my way in. Remember, he usually get the mail because I'm not there. It's a bank statement in there. Mind you, he stole so much money, messed over so much money that it got to the point where I'm leaving. Like I've left him twice. So he was like, no, no, take my check and have it go to your account, and then you just pay the bills and then give me the rest or whatever. So I'm telling him, I'm like, for one, that makes me feel weird because I don't want to be with a man where I gotta distribute the money to you. I don't like that. So
Right.
I'm telling him, like, do you want to get a debit card? And then after I do the bills, the rest can go there. Nah, I don't need no debit card. Just put some gas in the car and all this stuff, right? So when I get this bank statement after mail, how you got to chase bank account?
So he had a
Check
whole
this out.
separate bank account? Okay.
Yes. So he had been telling me, I'd be like, your check was only this much this week. And that's weird. Oh, it's short. I gotta call them. He's taking like $120 sending it to this Chase account.
What? And who
Oh,
got
as soon
access
as he
to it?
tell.
Himself. Check this out. Now this is gonna make you laugh. So he's on there, and her and him are trading money like $5, $10. He's sending her $10. He goes, well, she just hit me up and asked for gas. First
Mm.
off,
She has a whole husband.
she got a
For
husband
real.
that makes more than two of us. Why would that even be necessary? Then why are y'all trading $5 and $10? Like this is next level bum stuff.
But really, like, what do you think is at the heart of that? If she has a husband that's making two or three times, why are you trading $5 and $10? What is this about? Is it? I don't understand.
Come to find out she was draining up their account like he was draining up mine. And because all she want to do is go to the club weekly. She don't care if it ain't no money. She want to go. She want to buy a dress. She want to get some makeup on. She want to buy drinks at the club, even if you got liquor at home. Listen, she a bopper.
A
Wow.
bopper. I'm making a glossary for these words. It's a bopper. I got Ussy. I got DL. Let me see. I got a list. I'm keeping a list. I'm gonna give y'all the meaning for all these. Okay, bopper.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
So
You're gonna have to
we
come up
all
with
get
some
into
new
it.
We're gonna
emojis.
use a bit of sentence later.
So in that same week though, because I'm like, why the fuck are y'all on a trip with us? Sitting next to us, kicking in all this stuff, and then y'all got secret shit going on. Y'all exchanging $5 and $10. The most I seen on there was like $75, and I made her put that in my hand. I had loaned her $100. She comes with 10,000 sob stories, and you got to remember, I don't be behind the scenes talking to people's husbands and stuff. So me and him are kept pretty much separate unless we all out, and then they tell us both bad stuff about each other so that we can hate each other. So the whole time, I'm not a friend of his, he's not a friend of mine. We just kind of tolerating each other, you know. Mind you, we all exchanged great Christmas gifts and stuff. Her husband bought my husband some really nice Christmas gifts every year, you know?
Wait a
Like he's
minute. Her
really
husband.
friends
Okay.
with him. Huh?
Okay. So y'all were friends. Friends.
Yeah.
Yes. We were friends. Like she took me to meet her family in Virginia.
What?
Yes. I met her mama, I met her daddy, I met her aunties, uncles. Yes. Like we were friends. So she even went to, I threw my mama a party. She went to Kansas City with me and paid for stuff for my mama party while sleeping with my husband. She borrowed $500 from me. I don't know why she needed it, but she gave it back. But when she gave it back, she gave it back in a card, like stating that she she was like cherishing our friendship and stuff. I'm about to show y'all the card. I look a mess, but I'm gonna cut this camera on so y'all can see the card.
Let us see, girl. Let us see.
Yeah, she gave me a fucking card.
And
Like,
this was all the time while you guys was each with your respective husbands, and you didn't know this was going on.
yep. So
But did you ever just say stop sending and asking for money from my husband?
yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't catch no more money after that.
So in
So
the text messages, she said she told her to, from what I was reading in the messages, you told her to even stop communicating with your husband.
yeah, and didn't she admit it in there in the messages? She knew that
Yeah.
it was wrong. Yeah, all of this. So look, I'm about to cut my camera on. I look a mess, y'all. But y'all gonna
We'll
see.
ignore that part. Hey, girl. Hey,
No, you
Kiki. How
don't.
going
You don't look a
on?
mess.
You look fine.
Talk
Okay, so
your
what's this
ish,
card say?
ish.
Okay, so it says our friendship gives me so much to be thankful for.
Girl, I am dumbfounded. This is too much for me. Like this
There's
seemed
the
like some
support.
single. This seemed like some single white female shit.
The people gotta believe me. It say there's the support, the laughter, the honesty, the feeling deep down connection whenever we talk, the trust on both sides that we are always
No.
there for each other. I can go
The
on,
good
but I
dick
know
that your husband is giving me right now, and
Not the
just the
trust. Oh God.
the good dick.
I can go
The
on, but I
at the
know you
bottom of
already
all the
get it.
page, you what you need to do is write in one more line and all the good dick that my husband was giving you at the time you gave this card and send that shit back to her.
I ain't gonna put no good on that, but go ahead. Go ahead. I ain't a sexually driven person, like so that stuff don't be meaning to me. That's that called I hate you so much that I want your husband.
I
So
know. I can't even
look,
imagine
she
hating
signed it.
someone that much.
She signed it. Signed it. I can't make this up, y'all.
This
So
is crazy,
so
girl.
she gives me that card, right? Not shortly after, me and him start getting into it real bad all the time. Cause I kept telling him something was going on between the pair. No, it's not, and all this stuff. So we getting into it or whatever. Plus, he still was calling my friends and lying. He called my friend and told her that he had a stroke because of me. So I addressed it with him. What you say to my friend? First off, you're not supposed to be contacting my friend. But why would you tell her that? I said, why'd you have a stroke? Oh, because I hit my head at work and I didn't get no medical attention. I said, so I made you have a stroke? I never told her that. He tells everybody, all my friends, family, all this lies about me. And then when you address it, they lying, they just trying to stir the pot. And
So,
so I'm gonna tell you what I found that kicked the door wide open for me.
oh, please do. Yes.
So we gets into it real bad, and I'm sitting there and I go through that phone, right? I didn't go through the phone. I called my phone company because he was on my plan. I pulled my phone records. I go to his side of the phone and her number's on there constantly. They tried to run that we just cool stuff and all this, right? So he gets upset. He goes and takes his phone off my plan and gets another phone with AT&T. But he's so dumb. He put a code on there. I called them. Nope, he used T-Mobile. I called them and I cracked the code and got the phone records again. So he's talking to her again on there. I said, so you changed your number and phone and stuff to call the same person? He gave me back my phone that was on my plan. He thought he erased everything, but I cracked the code. I found a message. It was like a note he was writing, but I couldn't get the full note. It said, many days I wonder why my love runs so deep for this woman. I don't just miss you for sex and head. I miss you. I love everything about you, from the way you smile
Oh,
when I'm around and when I'm giving you gifts, right?
what gifts? He give girl.
Hold on, girl. Gifts is his MO. I caught him talking to a man identifying as a woman, and he was sending gifts.
Oh
He was stealing
Lord.
money from me to
Nigga,
send gifts.
Lord.
He
Listen.
just a
what?
whole a walking mess.
Oh, he's a mess. I think the most funniest part from all of this is that she thinks he's telling her the truth. But girl, anything he's told you about me was a lie. I listened to him tell lies about me. Oh, she tried to keep up with the Joneses. She spent all her money on material things. Trying to say I don't pay my bills and all that. I said, all my close people already know how I am. I'm real frugal. I'm gonna have nice stuff, but I'm not gonna break the bank about it, and my bills are paid up. So I don't know what he talking about. If he talking about their household, they can't afford because they literally driving cars in her daddy name. Like,
Don't
Girl, Kiki,
no.
now wait a minute. Now they got the house, the fraud. I ain't forgot about the fraud house. I think I might
Wait, I
add that
want to
to my
go
list
back
of
to
fraud house. And
the
then
other DL, the
oh
part.
yeah. So
Um,
this when I first had my baby though. Like I literally did. I'm sorry, but I
but
didn't want
is
no
the
to
kids.
take
big
off
so that
running.
we can say this is alleged? Can you tell a little bit of how you are positive in this
I'm
in
positive
saying that?
because I got all the messages still. I got the screenshots, all that. I have everything except for the picture of him with his shirt behind his head. I deleted it for his own comfortability because he was kept crying about I'm just finna show everybody. Mind you, I wasn't gonna tell nobody. I held on to this for years. My daughter is 7, almost 8. I literally held on to it because I'm not this kind of person. But the way these people try to play with me, I said, fuck it. If we gon'
Kiki,
huh?
when you that, why didn't you lace up and run like you was
I tried to,
birth?
I did, but I had literally just had this baby. I had literally just had this baby. I didn't want no kids. And when I found out I was pregnant, I had left him. I moved back to Texas. I'm living in my cousin's house, and he literally found a way to visit me every damn week. Like literally. So then all of a sudden I'm pregnant. It's like he for sure knew I was pregnant. I'm like, how he so sure? But whatever. I leave it be. So I was going to get, you know,
Mm-hmm.
she ain't in here anyway, but so he doing all this crying and I was like, no, because it's gonna end up being me and that child because I just don't feel like this is it. Like, I don't want to be married to you. No, I'm gonna do right, this and that. Okay, this man cut up soon as the kid got here. It's like he thought it was gonna hold me down. He thought that she was gonna be my anchor. So he really started cutting up. So I get off work early one day. Mind you, well, I'm on maternity leave anyway. Um, as soon as I have her, I see my pops come to the house and he's writing this man a check, and I don't have no clue why. Now, when I went before maternity leave, my bills was paid. After maternity leave, all my stuff was upside down. I didn't even know we had an eviction notice. My pops paid up the rent. So it made me wonder, like, well, where's all the money? So right now, today, recently, I just put two and two together where I feel like all the money had been going, all the stolen money and all that.
He was
So,
paying for her Uzi.
nah, it wasn't
Girl,
her. It wasn't her.
it was
Literally, I
the
walk in the house and I'm not even there. I'm there. I don't know why I'm there. So I'm looking for something on my phone records. This is before the him and her stuff. I'm looking for something in my phone records. And I end up on his side of the phone because I'm not really a check your phone type of person because I don't like going through all of that. So once I'm on his side, I'm seeing numbers that I know I don't talk to. So I see a reoccurring number, right? And I was like, wait a minute, this ain't mine. I look over, it's his. I'm like, but what is this number all day and night? And it's only when he at work at night or when I'm at work. So I call it, they pick up the phone. I knew for sure it was a man identifying as a woman.
what?
Yeah, I knew off the rip it was a man identifying as a woman. You know how you can tell?
So, but what?
Yeah.
Hold on. Did he know it was a man identifying as a
He tried
woman?
to tell me he didn't, but he did. I'm finna get there.
Oh, okay.
Check this out. I tell him, this ain't no woman. Yes, it is. That's my friend, this and this and that. So it made me start digging and researching. So I'm checking my account. Mind you, he had been going to the bank with me every other week saying it was fraud on my account, sitting next to me at the bank telling me, no, that somebody stole my money. He didn't do it. So I ended up calling like some of the restaurants, like the Chinese restaurant and stuff. Oh, that's our customer. They know this fool by name and everything.
mm,
So I'm like, oh, so he's been really stealing my car. I don't even know how this man had my card or nothing because it would be with me. It's kind of like he memorized the number or something. Like I switched cards and it was still happening. So after I talked on the phone with her, um, she didn't tell me she was a man, but it's the effort she's putting into sounding like a girl. I'm like, nah, this is a man. So I didn't have the name right off the flip. So I take that number and I start researching. And he argued with me. I know the difference. I found the Instagram page. I said, oh, hell no, this is a man. I show him, that ain't no man, that's a woman, this and that. So I marinate on it, right? After he done stole my card, my debit card, sent shoes, sent pizza, sent some stuff from Lord and I forgot what it's called, Lord and something. So
I remember them.
so I'm sitting back and I'm like, let me
Lord
sit
and
on this
Taylor.
page. Yes, I'm sitting back marinating on this page, right? And it finally posted my transformation. I took off running downstairs. I said, look at this, my transformation. He's still sitting up talking to her. So I said, you knew this was a man. No, I didn't, this and that. I was just talking to see if he was going to tell me he was a man. Y'all, I started Googling that phone number. I Googled his phone number. I never gonna forget the image of him came up with a black and white picture, his shirt behind his head. It said gay photographer in Overland Park. I flipped. I flipped.
No,
I
that
didn't
was
even want to incriminate myself and say what I did, but I blacked out and I went berserk. He was
What?
on Backpage as a gay photographer. He was on as a male
So,
escort.
so he's gay? Well, he must be bi.
I got proof of all of this. And you know what though? As much as I've been blasting him on the internet, that's the one thing I haven't posted yet. But it's like I don't know. I don't even know how
Does
to
your
feel.
bestie
Like
know? Your
I
beastie?
never, because I'm not that type of person. I never told her during the marriage, but she knows. She knows after the fact because I done threw it up in his face. So
She
Oh,
knows
she,
now.
she
Hey,
know.
girl. Hey,
She
you
know.
better lace
right.
up and run.
You want to
I
know the
know,
kicker?
Lord.
right,
Since
girl.
all of this kicked
Mm,
off, people have been hitting me up
mm,
saying they
mm,
saw the
mm.
same ad.
Girl, you better tell. Girl, your man, like man. Oh, never mind. Okay, go ahead.
So then that's when it really started to get crazy because now I don't even really want to sleep with you. That's what it came to for me because I don't know what you got going on. I don't know what you do. So he's always been a thief. Like he steals. He stole credit cards from a job we both worked at, and they was gonna take me to jail as a felon. But I cracked the code and turned him in because you're not finna get me to be no felon. I ain't stole no
Mm.
cards and paid no bills at the house. So he lied to me and my mama and everybody else for weeks on end while the detective was looking into it. I wouldn't do that whole time. He on a recorded line with the light company paying the bill with the card.
Oh Lord.
Dodo bird.
Yeah, this ain't a very smart criminal. I promise y'all that.
None
So
of
it's
them
her
really
thinking that
are.
he's so different for her, but it's already leaks everywhere on both of them that I see they've been lying to each other. The whole thing is built off lies about me and her husband, her ex-husband. So there's nothing there that's the truth. They lie to each other, but she definitely don't care about him.
You think they might be having some regrets at this point?
I know he is. He
Maybe
tried to call me to
both of
apologize.
them.
Oh yeah, she be stalking down. Listen, she hasn't even met his fiance to say, hey, I know you're gonna be around the kids. She gave this woman hell since day one. First, it went from her thanking her for helping out with the daughter to when she figured out they were serious and get married. She killed her dad. She running everything. Your dad's getting ready to propose and telling all kind of bad stuff. Telling people she was a side chick. None of this is true. She literally commented on somebody's status. What was that last month? February 14th. And the lady was saying how many years she was married and she's happily married. And what about you? Now, me, knowing my situation, I'm going to keep scrolling because I ain't about to answer no questions like that. I'm divorced, happily divorced, and cool. This girl comments that it lasted 22 years with a heart behind that. She wished it would have lasted longer with a heart, but it ended and she just wishes her next chapter lasts even longer. I said, this girl's a nutcase now. But she tells everybody how horrible he is. How you wish it would have lasted if he was so horrible?
Kiki, I just got one last question, I think. So, just hypothetically, how do you think that this saga will end? Like, do you think at some point that you or even them or all parties will be able to get along for the kids' sake?
No,
Do
see, it
you
ain't
think?
even gonna be a party in a minute. They ain't gonna. This not
Okay.
gonna last. God don't got no anointing on them. They already miserable. If they both be faking, like when he called to apologize, he so off mentally. He goes, "I'm sorry, I owe you and your daughter an apology. Um, I made a mistake, a huge mistake, and I just got to live with my mistake now. Then he immediately start going to his family drama. I said, hey, that don't got nothing to do with me. Like, he done stole money from the family, like, told them they finna have a family reunion with a DJ, photographer, all this stuff, literally T-shirts, and this man called them the day before, text them, and said he wasn't coming.
So
So where they money
now
at?
that the divorce is final and the smoke has cleared, what's next for you?
I'm in negotiations with Def Jam. I the whole time, like, I've been succeeding, like, since this happened, because I literally originally posted my diss track I made to them, and I've been having the same manager forever, but he said he knew it was time when I made that diss track. You could feel it. It started going viral, and my brother begged me to take it down because of his love for him. And so I ended up taking it down when I should have left it up, but God gonna still lead you everywhere you're supposed to be. So
Right.
they they uh they told me to put a album out about it. So my album is gonna be dropping soon. They're trying to figure out the date and all that now. I made a whole album about it. Cold album too. But all my music ain't just about them. You know, I got some hits that have nothing to
Yeah,
do
you
with
got some
them.
nice music.
Oh yeah,
Thank
I've
you.
Yes.
been. I love it. You are really dope. You really are, and
Thank
I
you.
I wish only the best for you with that. And you know what? I just say be thankful.
Grateful. Oh my
Every
gosh.
grateful. Everything happens for a reason. You and your baby will be just. Sounds like you're gonna be perfectly just fine.
We
Yeah.
are.
Yes.
Cause just watch. Cause they're gonna get picked up. When they get picked up, that's it. That's all it's gonna be, because you can only fake for so long. God has no anointing on them, no matter how hard they pray. It's gonna fall apart. She couldn't do
But
right no way, and neither can he. So I don't even care what them people do. Them people just need to get on and let
yeah,
God be.
I was gonna say, even if they do get picked up, that's none of your concern. What you focus on is your music. And let me see if we can.
I was gonna say, can we pipe some of that up, Miss Love? Let's get some
Yeah,
partying.
can we
It's
put?
Friday night. What we doing? Y'all
Now
got y'all
y'all go
drinks?
download. Her music is all on all
All streams,
platforms.
all platforms.
Yes, go
Her
check out my
social
new video.
media sites are KekeFleiss. TikTok has the series of this story. So go on over to TikTok, watch the story, hit the like,
Hold on.
and subscribe. Is it subscribe on TikTok or follow?
Follow, I
It's
think.
Follow.
I'm new to TikTok. This situation took me to TikTok.
Girl, and they talking about taking it away, honey. Please
They
leave
ain't
TikTok
taking nothing
alone.
away. They gonna figure out how to keep
I know, leave that
girl. I
alone. Not
am
the father
barely
stuff.
on any of them.
it.
But yeah, y'all go out, y'all get y'all download Kiki's music. She's totally dope. Like totally dope.
Dope, dope. It's
Yes,
Go check
lit.
out my
second.
new video I dropped a couple days ago.
She's getting ready to
Yes,
play it.
What is
yes,
that?
yes. I call her a Power Ranger because she wear them one pieces every occasion.
Oh, you cutting up, girl. Not a Power Ranger.
Yeah,
Power
Y'all
Ranger,
ready?
activate.
Y'all ready?
Yeah,
yeah.
let's go. It's Friday night. Get your drinks. Get your drinks. Get your drinks.
Turn that pain into champagne.
Hey, hey, y'all
Ladies
don't
and
want me to
gentlemen,
start tweaking,
y'all know what I'm here for. Talk your shit, kid.
twerking.
You don't wanna make me mad. Cause when I get on, ain't no getting off for your ass. Like your draw. You a scammer, you ain't really in your bag.
That's
Look at my
baby
neck, do I
girl.
really got a brag? Go get you one. That's why you mad, you don't
Twerking,
wanna
twerking,
make me
twerking. I'm
mad.
twerking, twerking,
Cause when
twerking.
I get on, ain't no getting off for your ass. Like your draw. You a scammer, you ain't really in your bag. Look at my neck, do I really got a brag? That's why you mad. Bitches started hating and they thought that I would fall off. Told them hoes to meet me at the bank, but they got called off. Lemon
Ooh, was
short,
that a
they gon' hit the
Power
club or skip a bill. But stay out here putting dick over mother and they kids. What I do to you? Why you always mad though? The wrinkle lines in your face cause you's a mad hoe. Seeing me on top, I know it make you sad hoe. Claiming you a bad bitch for doing bad though. What's your credit like? Is your bills paid? You be worried about me, that's why them bills late. You living in a big house like you Bill Gates. Scamming get you in a big house, still gates. You don't fuck with me, I don't
Oh
fuck
my
with
God.
you. That nigga owe to me, but he new to you. Okay, I'm a trip about my money, never
Yeah, I'm a trip about respect and I'ma take it. You don't wanna make me mad. Cause when I get on, ain't no getting off of your ass. You a scammer, you ain't really in your bag. Look at my neck,
I'm done
do
with
I
this
really
Power
gotta
Ranger.
brag? That's why you mad, you don't wanna make me mad. Cause when I get on, ain't no getting off of your ass. You a scammer, you ain't really in your bag. Look at my neck, do I really gotta brag? That's why you mad. They don't wish me well, but I be praying for all my enemies. Thought the bitch my twin, but she really was my mini. Just to catch up, she gon' need about 10 of me. I can see straight through the bitch like some Remy V. Plus the bitch blow pipe like she Kenny G. In the wigs from T-Move, probably 10 a piece. I ain't you, so why you send for me? And when they catch you, you gon' sing like a symphony. All that sneak dissing, why you won't send me that? And no response is a response, just remember that. Keep quiet, the next time we gon' get into that. Bitch, I've been affected. You can't get him. What up, Des? You don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. That nigga owe to me, but he new to you.
Into you.
I'm a
Hey.
trip about my money, never trip about no nigga. I'm a trip about respect and I'ma take you. You don't wanna make me mad. Cause when I no getting off of your ass. You a scammer, you ain't really in your bag. Look at my neck, do I really gotta brag? That's why you mad, you don't wanna make me mad. Cause when I get on, ain't no getting off of your ass. You a scammer, you ain't really neck, do I really gotta brag? That's why you mad.
Baby girl rapping
Okay,
for
okay.
her mama.
I was over here drinking and
When you
twerking.
hear that talk your shit, Key, I say that because instead of being a man and fessing up to anything, he went and got made a podcast called Talk Your Shit and tried to get on there with all these topics, tried to invite all my friends and family as guests and everything.
What?
Like he ain't snake, yeah, like he not snaking me. And tried to play in my face with that podcast. So now I done took the Talk Your Shit and to use that he finna have
To
to
a
pay me
whole
because it's
nother
finna be
level.
copywritten. Yep.
Wow. Oh my God, girl. But we're so
Talk
happy you
your
came
shit,
today to
Keish.
talk to
Thank
Thanks for
us.
having
Like we
me.
you.
really, really, really happy. And I'm serious. We wish you
That's
the
dope.
best. It's
Now,
totally dope, but I know you got this.
little
Hmm.
Miss Lady is not shy. She has so much personality.
Oh my
What's
lord.
go?
Yeah.
What's coming up for her?
She get it from
Uh-uh.
her
I hear.
We
mama.
get ready
I
to try to
heard.
get her off into some commercials and stuff.
I think.
Okay.
I think she would be good at it. She is not shy at all.
Mm-mm, she the real
Mm-mm.
star.
She get it from her mama.
Thank y'all kindly.
Yes, thank
Well,
you
we
so
I had a
All
good
appreciate
right,
time
you
with
girl.
coming
y'all.
to the platform. Thanks for coming.
And I'm gonna leave
We
y'all
had
with
a
this. This not gonna be y'all biggest interview. It's gonna get bigger than me.
let's
What?
come
I
on back.
Thank
will
you.
speak
I'm
that.
gonna come
Come
back,
Actually,
on
but
back.
actually,
it's
you know
gonna
what?
get bigger than me.
If we see the clink clink happen, you're gonna have to come back, Kiki, and tell us about it.
Oh
If
yeah,
we see
yeah.
the clink clink.
You gonna know when it
If,
happens. It's
if,
gonna be my profile picture.
all right, we gonna have a clink clink. We gonna be like, okay, girl, we need you back on. What time can you be here?
Okay,
And
that part.
it does not have to be like an interview session. You can come up anytime. We'll drop the link for you when we doing our little
Yeah,
um
and just chat with us.
podcast.
Oh
Let
yeah,
us.
I
Just
don't
chit chat
mind.
with
Cause
us.
I'm more
Let us
interested in
know
this
what's
story.
going
This ain't
on.
the highlight of my life.
All right,
I
No,
know
all
what
that.
right.
and
Y'all go
when that
download all platforms. Kiki, go download Kiki Flights.
when
Download,
that
download.
Def Jam negotiation is done, definitely come back and let us know.
I
We
sure will.
support.
I
We
sure will.
support. Y'all go download that music. It's on all platforms. And she has I can't even count. I couldn't
Is
even
that the
count
name
all the
right there on
songs.
that screen?
Huh?
Is that it right there? Your social media platform name?
Yep, Kiki Flights, yep.
Kiki Flights. Okay.
Can you tell the people that you opened for and done music or done songs with?
Uh-huh. I've done a song with Rashida from Love and Hip Hop.
Yes.
Um I've opened for Shauna, Twista, Paul Wall, Two Chains. That was at the Sprint Center when it was the Sprint Center. That's the biggest show I ever did. It was like Two Chains, Tyga, shoot, Juicy J. Let's see who else. Shoot, it's a
I
Slim
got the
Thug. It's
list.
a whole list
Have
of
you ever
people.
done anything with Tech Nine?
Rick the Factor.
No, Rocco. Oh yeah, I opened for Tech Nine that night. He was on that bill too with Juicy J, Messy Marv,
Uh,
uh, Jada Kiss, Rich the Factor, Jessica
okay.
Rabbit when she was hot. Mm-hmm.
Damn, girl, you out there. Yes. Keep up the
Yeah.
great work.
Thank you.
Keep Fleiss, y'all.
Yeah.
Download.
You want to shout out your producer or your
Yeah.
manager?
Shout out to my partner in crime with this music, QTZ, and my manager Hollywood, my brother that just got out, Keelan. Well, Paris. So yeah, that's our little dream team right now.
All
The Dream
right.
Team. Y'all go
Hmm.
follow Keisha Flight.
Make
Oh,
sure y'all
Kiki
hit that like,
Flight
Keep
on
Fleiss.
all
comment.
And
platforms.
go run that video up. It's on YouTube now.
Yes,
Well,
You
yes.
can
hey, that
download me on
video did
anything.
numbers on over there
Tidal,
on
Spotify,
the
Apple
Blue app.
Music, everywhere.
Okay.
Run it
Yes.
up.
Okay,
And
thank
Yes.
we
you.
out of here, y'all. Good night. We love
Everybody have
y'all.
a good night.
Good
Make sure
night.
you hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe to our channel if you have not subscribed. And on that note, we're going to say, have a
Good
good night.
night. See you next time.
See y'all later. Bye bye.
Bye.